Peace, love, namaste guys. Welcome back to She DT's Lock channel, and today we will be discussing 10 facts and myths about having locks. Number 10. People who have locks are lazy. This is a myth and a fact all in one, because this is a matter of a personal preference as opposed to, just being a general standard. Personally, I think locks take a lot of work, especially when you're doing them yourself. You're retwisting, you're maintaining, you're washing. That is not for a lazy person. I feel like lazy people can just throw on a wig. To me, that's lazier than having locks to begin with. But I will admit that I have gotten a lot lazy since having locks, because it still requires less attention all the time as, I guess, honestly, it has the same amount of time and attention that any other hairstyle would need. So to say that, it's a lazy person thing, that would be a myth. But it's also a fact, because I do know people who start their locks because they were too lazy to bother with their own hair. So myth/fact. Yeah. Number 9. You can only use locking gel or lock products to retwist your hair. No, that is not true. That is a total myth. I've retwisted folks' hair with just water, just simple water. You don't need a locking gel or custard or cream, whatever they want to call it. Those things leave buildup in your hair, and buildup is nasty. So I would always say you don't need a cream or custard to retwist hair. You just need water, just water. So that is not a necessity, though a lot of people prefer using creams and custards. Number 8. Locks are boring and non-versatile. What? I don't know who or why people would even think that. The amount of lock styles that I've seen, that we all have seen, how can you feel like locks are non-versatile and just boring? Like, what? Okay. Said the lady who been wearing the same weave from last year. My hair is not boring, sis. I can style this. I can do whatever I want. I can color it. I can even make a lock petals and make my hair seems like it's short and have a whole style. Ugh. So I think we all know that one is a complete myth, full of myth. So yeah. 7. Lock hair grows faster than regular hair. That is a fact. That is a fact. I used to be natural for about 3 to 4 years, and the length of my hair now, me being locked for 4 years, it was never anywhere near this length. And yeah, it really does. Locks really do help your hair grow some length. But 6. All locks pop and thin out. Not all. That is a truth/myth. Not all locks. I have come to experience that the thinner your locks are and the longer they get, they're more susceptible to being popped, or as people say, thinning out and falling out. I am unsure why. Well, I kind of have an idea. Sometimes with those really, really fine locks, there is not enough hair at the root, because the locks themselves are so small that you don't have the sufficient hair, I guess, volume at that root to support the longer your locks get. So they get longer, they get heavier, and they start to pull on the root, and it leads to twisting and eventually thinning, and the lock can fall out. So, but that does not happen to every person. I feel only people who over retwist, over product, just over stimulate their locks, that happens too. That's not a frequent and thing that everyone with locks go through. That's just that's a sometime thing. So this is like a myth/truth, if you follow me, because yeah, that never happened to me, and a lot of people that I know it has not happened to. So it's how you take care of your locks, honestly. How you treat it, how you maintain it, it will determine if it can pop and thin out or not. Number 5, mold grows in locks. It is a truth, a very gross truth, but it is a truth nonetheless. Allow me to explain. Now, when you wash your locks and you don't give them sufficient time to dry before, let's just say, putting it in a bun or something like that, and that moisture inside the lock will eventually turn into mold, especially if you make it a habit of doing so. You know what I'm saying? Like, you completely drench your hair and you don't leave it out, or it's not in a sufficient place, or you don't have the time to let it completely dry out or air out, and you keep doing that and you keep balling your locks up so they can't, the air can't reach to it, you will eventually develop mold. And it's a thing that everyone has to be on the lookout for, because mold in locks do look similar to product buildup in locks. So you may see some mold and think, oh, I have product buildup, when it's in fact actually mold. You can tell by the smell of it. You know, it doesn't have to be you. You can ask someone like, listen, girl, I love you. I need you to take a big whiff of my hair because I don't think that this is lock buildup. Now, you know, we all know mold has a certain scent, that wet, musty kind of scent. So it's pretty hard to recognize once it is mold as opposed to the product buildup. So yeah, mold can fall on your locks, people, so let's be careful out here, yeah? We don't want moldy locks, no, oh no. Number 4, locks are unprofessional and messy. Okay, I think we all know the answer to this. It's a big fat myth. Let's say myth. I feel like when people only say that, people who's not used to locks or feel like or don't like locks, honestly. I've never seen someone who like locks, even if they don't have it, and see another individual and be like, oh, that's unprofessional, that's messy. Listen, that is bull. Even free-form locks can be neat and professional. I've had a number of times where I fix my hair in a bun, in a sleek updo, and you know, it's just preposterous to think that a hairstyle can be seen as unprofessional. Yes, some of those are wild, but when coming down to a situation, if need be, anyone can make their locks professional or tidy. So that's just a big fact. I think that's just haters, honestly. That's like a hater mindset. Oh, locks are gross, locks are unprofessional. You can't. Yeah, that's hater. That's a hater. Like I say previously, the amount of styles and techniques that can be used on locks, like professional mind. Number 3, dirty hair locks faster, and this is some bull that we have all heard. Probably in the beginning of your lock journey, you were wondering, should I not wash my hair because you say dirty hair locks faster? No, it does not. It has nothing to do with it. If anything, the method of washing will help your lock to lock, if that makes sense, because you're rubbing, you're helping the hair to tangle and form and all of that. I don't know where this whole dirty locks thing, lock hair faster, even came from. Again, I feel like that's another thing that someone who is not in the lock community decided that was a thing. Oh, her hair looks dirty, so I guess being dirty means it locks faster or better, or I don't even know where it came from. But I will say this, I don't feel like lack of washing or overwashing will contribute to your locking process, honestly. For me, I don't wash my hair often because I don't put anything on my hair. I don't put gels, I don't put oils. I don't need to because I have a healthy scalp. My scalp is not dry. I don't need anything in my scalp. I mist my hair with just plain water daily to give it that moisture that it needs. So I don't put anything in my hair, so I don't have to wash my hair often. Now, like I say, if you choose to wash your hair every week or every few months, then that's on you. That has nothing to do with how fast your locks are gonna lock or anything. Like I said, I think the washing will help it a little bit, but it's not going to be anything that's so significant that you can be like, oh wow, I have to do this now. Aside from like not walking around with like a stink head, you know, there are no other benefits aside from that, you know, with overwashing or underwashing. So dirty hair does not lock fast, no. Write that down as another bullshit myth. Number 2, locks can be taken out without cutting your natural hair. Fact. It is called a comb out method. It is very time consuming, I must say. You will need the help of another individual. And what you do is just you find the lock, find the end. Sometimes if your end is very even or balanced out, you may have to like cut it to get a head start on the end. It's gonna start the end and you're gonna get like a needle, I could say crochet needle, and or fine, very fine tooth comb, tail, and you're just gonna pick it out slowly, very slowly, because it's gonna take a few days, honestly. Depends on your length and how much hair you have as well. So it's gonna take some time. And you will not have the same length that you have with your locks, honestly, because some of the hair will break off, will comb out, but you will not be bald. If I were to comb out my locks right now, I probably would have this much of my natural hair left. You know, that's going straight around. You will lose some hair, but you will have a significant amount of hair. You understand? I don't know if that hair is going to stay after you've combed it out, because, you know, treating loose natural hair is completely different from treating and dealing with locks. So yeah, you can take them out without cutting your hair. I shouldn't give anyone that information because locks rule and everyone needs to keep their locks. Yes. Number 1, locks have an ugly stage. Some of you will disagree with me, some of you will agree, but that's a complete myth. Now, like I say, some of you will agree, some of you will disagree. That is the biggest myth I've ever heard, ever. You know why? Because there's no such thing as an ugly stage with locks. I think people are so used to just walking into a salon and coming out in a few hours looking exactly how they want to look, that when they go through the lock process, the natural lock process, they see the little stringy hair and they don't see the beauty in it. They don't see anything, any attractiveness to it. They don't see their babies, the lock babies flourishing. So it's a matter of, honestly, perception, how you choose to look at the situation. But a lot of people, many people in the lock community will tell you, no, there's no such thing as an ugly stage. Everyone perceives things as they are. I could walk out today and all of you here think my hair looks beautiful, and 10 people out here think my hair look ugly. Am I gonna then say, oh my God, my hair is ugly? I don't know. So, no, there is no ugly stage in locks. Thank you. Point blank, period. I am not going over this again. And anyone who has anything to say can come for me in the comments. I don't care, because there's no such thing. There is no such thing. Locks are never ugly. Point blank, period. And with that, guys, that is my top 10 facts and myths about locks. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you again in a few weeks, because I'm not sure when I'm doing another video, but I'm going to do it soon. All right, guys. Stay safe. Let's love one another, no matter your color, your race, your ethnicity, everything. Just one love. One love. Namaste. Peace. Love you guys.